Week 14, the week that we are harvesting, that was calculated to be week 14. So we planted week 51 plus 16 weeks comes into week 14 of 2021. So it actually fell, the harvest time actually fell exactly into the week that was calculated. Now the challenges here is I'm haggling the price. The price was haggled up to 1670. The challenge here is if you are too quick in haggling and then find out that a lot of the fresh rice have lots of greens, the price begins to drop. And I get that. It takes a lot of work to dry them, remove the green rice panicles. It just costs. It adds cost. So you start to haggle. So now I'm haggling at the price. So it went up to 1670 now because the actual harvested rice has a lot of greens. It went down to 1640. That's way too low. For the majority of the rice is actually pretty good. But this is where the haggling begins to happen. Accepting 1650, there's a lot of buyers in the play, but it's really hard to communicate from all different parties or buyers real time. Like you're calling one buyer, wait, get another buyer to call, and on and on and on until you get so frustrated that you accept the acceptable and live with it. So this is the difficult part here. And so now you have to change your criteria when to harvest. So now I have to rethink criterias here. I have to learn that because you gotta learn what you're harvesting. If there are far too many greens, the price will actually drop significantly, and it's really sad. So here I'm working on getting the best price for these. And quite frankly, we should be harvesting over 1,000 sacks of these things. So now, if you multiply 1,000 by a small number, you have a large number. So the cents that you're fighting for or haggling for, multiplied by thousands, actually becomes a big part of your profit margin. So this is the part you gotta haggle. I'm haggling right now. Okay, so after difficult haggling, we haggled up to from 1670 to 1660. And I have to send the other buyer home because they gave me such a hard time about the price. So ultimately I had to send them home. I couldn't handle their going around the bush with the pricing. Really, I'm an easy person to talk to, but man, having to deal with few cents to buy these fresh rice is really difficult to find. But I get it. I really have to change my thought about how to haggle. So really, if they say 1680, expect 1640. So it's a lesson learned for me. But I should have learned this from last year. But oh well, learning again. Harvest time scheduled according to schedule. So week 51 plus 16 weeks fall into week 14. So this is exactly the week we harvest. So when you look at the panicles, there are greens along with the golden. And the greens and the golden, there's a ratio which you have to accept. The more gold, the more they have a tendency to fall off. So rice buyer will use this as a weapon to haggle you down in price. So these greens really will lower the price of the fresh rice. So watch out for that, because they will haggle you down, and you gotta be more wiser than they are, or have more understanding of what they're buying versus your ignorance. I'm ignorant. These are the water buffalo having these sacrifice on the cart, and then they brought that to the road. So each sack costs about each sack to be picked up costs 15 peso. So that's 15 peso from here toward the road. Difficult job. The sack of rice from the middle of the rice field toward the road. It's really tough for the water buffalo to pull this heavy load.
Hey! Ano mo na itutok? Nagatras kasi at imo. Kaya na ito ba? Hey, magkailan tayo banta ng giant ako. Ay, tagala. Mapagkaya punta na. Hey! Tayo man na picture man na yun.
Oh, and the picture. So the buyer is paying for these 1660 peso per kilo. So that's the best price we can have today. I wish it was 17, but it's asking for too much, I guess. So it's noon, and so they're taking a break. They're having lunch, and the water buffalo needs to pull off. So this is how they're calling off.